Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on time trap designs. I'm using my second squad of troops here using air raid, which is very good at taking down a clump of buildings. I have Arcee as the bullet sponge again. My third bot here is Pyra Magna, which is good at rushing in and triggering off those outpost bots. I also have Prowl, which is good at taking down beam lasers and missiles, as well as attacking over walls. And again with Skyburst, he's good at attacking over walls as well. And I do have a 4-star Jumpstream I'm leveling up, which I do sometimes use for triggering the outposts. And my big juicy bot, Skydive, which can one-shot a maxed headquarters 15 mortar. So we're going to take a look at 3 attacks here. They're all honeycomb designs again, all time trap designs, designed to waste as much time in the south, preventing you from getting to the headquarters. So this was 1800 experience, which is a medium base in zone 12. Very high level walls there. An underprotected headquarters at the back, which could be easily taken down with some Sharkticons. And the south, it's similar to the previous video. They have a lot of clumped outposts. So it is quite similar, however I'm using different squads here. I don't have my strafe. I will be utilising the air raid here since it can take down these defences. I will focus on the middle area, which is commonly harder to get to since you do typically attack from the sides and work your way around. So this shock tower is a prime target. It has high hit points, so I'll use my Skydive on that. But first I drop the air raid so I can use the fusion bomb and take down the mortar below it. Deployed all my troops now, so my main focus will be taking down that beam and mortar first since they are in range. And I'm going to use the rocket barrage to take down the mortar and then rush into the beam, and that will trigger off a couple of the outposts, which is my intention. I don't want the outpost bots using their abilities on my main group of troops. I'll use the rush-in ability again to finish off that beam and then take down the missile launcher. So my next priority is this beam and mortar on the left. I do have a couple of bots that did head down south, which is trouble because they have no warrior protecting them. So my Skydive fortunately is high level and it might be able to handle that. Those walls are delaying it quite a lot. So my focus now is to get down and take down this last mortar before it starts hitting my ranged troops. So it's very important to keep the ranged troops alive so you can take down these defences over the walls. So I still have two left behind. Sort of good in a way that my Skydive went around. It took down those builder bots. So it saved a lot of time for my other 2 bots to walk around and take that down. I'm down to my last 2 bots now and I only have a minute left on the clock. If I did run short of bots earlier, it could have meant a lot of trouble for me, but I did manage to finish this with more than 30 seconds left on the clock. So once again, another popular design. Everyone's doing these 3 outposts in the middle. So it's another honeycomb design. Don't know why I get a lot of these designs in zone 12. It's very popular right now. So once again, same squad here. So it's going to be similar tactics. All of the beams and mortars are active. Just a couple of turrets in the south. But it is difficult to get to that shock tower in the middle, and I'll use the same tactic with the air raid and the Skydive to take that down.
Deploy.
So I'll drop those 2 bots first. Go straight for the shock tower since it has the most hit points. My Skydive can one-shot that. So deploying far right now. I need to get to that beam in the middle and then walk around to that mortar. So the rocket barrage on that. Hopefully most of my bots will walk around. I'll use the... actually normally use the warrior to trigger that off. Bit of a mistake, but I can use the warrior to reach the missile launcher and trigger those off anyway. That's my low level 4-star Jumpstream, but it can still handle it because the ability does have the 80% block. Now I'm down to 10 ability points here. I'm going to use the rocket barrage to take down the mortar. I was thinking whether I could take down the beam with that. It's a bit risky, but I will aim a little bit off the side to help damage that beam, hopefully. I did miss it. Luckily that beam doesn't do too much damage to my bots. I have so many bots alive there. Still have 6 bots, and the beam is pretty much the biggest issue right now. I have that warrior left, so it can distract the other defenses there. Now I do have my I still have 2 gunners there, so I can reach everything over the wall. And with 6 bots left and over a minute, this is no issue at all. I'll show you just how good this Skyburst ability is, the line barrage. The further away you are from the target, the bigger the spread. And in this case these are low hit point buildings, but you can see the spread is quite wide. Does quite a lot of damage. It's only a 3-star, but it is level 50. And I finished this base with just under a minute. Third base, again it's a time trap. Not a full honeycomb here. It has quite big core there. So we have the level 5 and 3 shock tower in the middle there. They could be an issue. The back won't be an issue when I get to it. There's a couple of +3 abilities in the far right there. It's a good place to attack. It's not a very good place to put those. They should be at the back next to the headquarters. So definitely going to be my point of entry. I'm attacking on the far right, of course. I've got the... I don't like these shock towers, so I'm dropping the acid bombs with Skydive on that. That mortar and beam needs to go down first. It's just a matter of which ability to use on it. I'll use the rocket barrage on the beam, and I'll rush the mortar with a warrior. So that will trigger off the first outpost. Can't quite reach things at the back with Skydive yet. So here comes the first outpost bot. My other bots are a safe distance from the ability. Happens to be a warrior. So that is good at delaying the attack, but there's not much in range right now. Going to use my rocket barrage to get to the missile launcher. As you can see, I did a pretty good job of clearing out the core. So most of those buildings are quite easy to get to with gunners. It's just a matter of taking down that beam. But I still need to get through some walls, or hopefully the bots will walk around. So we have Scourge out there attacking my bots, but I'd still have a full 7 squad of bots. Shouldn't be too much issue from here. I have a little bit of points to use on abilities. The rocket barrage is not that great at this distance. So I'll use it on something closer to help my other bots walk around. It's best to try and keep as many bots alive as possible. So I did manage to finish this with a full squad. I have plenty of time left on this clock, and there's only 2 turrets and an outpost, but with 7 bots this won't be any issue finishing it off. There's quite a lot of time trap bases in zone 12, so you need to get used to how to deal with these. I do hope this video was helpful. If you have any ideas for my next video, then please leave your comments below. That's all guys, bye!